Alright, here we go. First off, we're going to start with the connection of the shoulder strap and back pad, which are all one piece that folds over. Now on the back of these, they have a Velcro loop type strap. And what I have done, let's see if we can see up in here, is this bar that comes up, the bottom strap loops around it with the metal loops, and then the strap goes out through the inner set of Molle loops and then doubles back on itself with the Velcro. And then there's also another one up on top. Let's see if we can see down in here a little bit. That goes right around the top of the frame there. Sorry about the one-handed camera operation. There we go. And so it doubles over and goes out to the top loop under the main crossbar across the top, and then doubles in. And then there's a center strap that goes up in a Y yoke that comes down to a slot in the bottom horizontal strut. And then everything is tensioned up, and that is typically done with this bag off, with the main pouch off. And that pretty much connects the shoulder straps and back pad. You have an adjustment strap for the top of the shoulder straps that goes in on its own, and they've just got the little metal tabs that goes through the hole and flattens out. The waist belt, the way I did it anyway, was I went over the outside of the frame into the inside, brought them in, and then you tension them up, and then I doubled them back over themselves and just tucked them through a loop to keep the ends out of the way, because they're kind of sharp. If they get to your skin, they're going to itch you and scratch you. So, and also what I found is that you can flex this frame and it will actually bow in and have a little tension on it when you're doing those, and allow you to get them a little bit tighter. And what that does is provide suspension on the back strap that will certainly keep the pack off your body when you do that. And then for my purposes, I like to have my lower shoulder strap attachment point as low as I possibly can so it doesn't cut back under my arms. So the lowest strap that I could have, or lowest attachment point I got, was in between the two waist pad straps. Some people take them up a little bit higher. I mean, you can move them up as high as you need to, but I like to have mine as low as possible. The main pouch goes on very easy. It has a loop strap that goes, what I did was I took it to the outside of the frame and then to the inside second hole here, and then two more on each side. Wasn't the loops, they're actually the Molle tabs that come through the holes and just flatten out. One thing that I did find on these is that it is better to lead in with the metal point that is going to the outside of the frame. That makes it a lot easier. If you tilt them up this way and then pull one end through with a pair of pliers, they flatten out a lot easier and they don't get caught up on the depth of these angle pieces here. If you do it the other way with these, it makes it extremely hard because you start getting a little tension on that vertical strap, and it makes them very hard to pull through. The pouch for the sleep system actually has quite a bit of tension on it. I went all the way from the bottom hole to the 6th hole up, one in on the bottom because I ran my straps through for my waist pad on that one, and then I went to the outside hole in the top. These were a pain. What I have found is that this little piece of webbing is shorter on the bottom of this pouch than it is on the top. So it was easier to put the bottom in first and then stretch it out a little bit and get the top through. Now coming out, I don't know, I am probably going to take one of these off and play around with it just like that without the bottom pouch on it. I'm thinking about just strapping my sleeping pad or something to the bottom of it if I use one of the foam pads there. So if not, just looking at cutting some weight. Also, I thought about doing just the sustainment pouches on the bottom if there's a way to attach them and using it that way. Very decent lifting handle, good 1-inch webbing up here. All in all, like I said, these things are pretty comfortable the way that they're molded to your back. Some people complain. I guess if I was a soldier hiking around with this thing in the battlefield with 100 pounds on it, I'd probably be pretty cranky too. But my goal is to keep this thing around the 35-pound mark and possibly shed a little bit more weight off of these things. Again, it's, you know, the frame itself weighs a little bit, but it is a plastic frame. All the nylon is ballistic type nylon, so it weighs quite a bit. And then all of the pack material is vinyl coated or PVC coated on the inside, or PU coated on the inside with a very heavy coating. So the stuff is made to be waterproof or water resistant, at least made to withstand the rain and all. And then there's a lot of strap. I could probably lighten up a pound or pound and a half just off of the, you know, cutting the straps down and resewing those. So once I get this thing packed out, I'll see exactly what I need on the straps, probably trim them back, and then probably going to wind up taking off this the sleep system carrier.